Okay, here in example 2, we're doing basically the same thing, but we have x equals 3, which we know as a factor is going to be x minus 3. We have x equals 5 halves, which we know as a factor is going to be 2x minus 5. But then we have x equals 3i. Anytime you have an imaginary or an irrational root, you know its conjugate will also be a root. So in addition to x equals 3i, we automatically know x equals negative 3i is also a root, so I'm going to make the note of that over here. But then we have, because x equals 3i is a root, our factors will be x minus 3i. And because x equals negative 3i is a root, our factors will be x plus 3i. Now because there are 4 terms here, our factors, so I'm not going to make you multiply them all out. So we're just going to move these together, and that's okay. If you have 4, I don't care if you multiply them out, but you should be able to for when you have 3. Just because it is an imaginary one, I will multiply these two together just so you can be refreshed on how to do that. X times x is x squared. X times positive 3i is plus 3xi. Negative 3i times x is minus 3xi. And negative 3i times positive 3i is negative 9i squared. If you remember, I squared is negative 1. So that I squared is negative 1, so negative 9 times I squared is the same thing as negative 9 times negative 1, which is just positive 9. So our answer here is going to be, or of just of these two multiplied together, is going to be x squared, and then these two will cancel out, positive 3xi and negative 3xi, and this is just going to be plus 9, x squared plus 9. Then you would multiply that by this, get the answer, simplify it, multiply that answer by this. Alright.